Let us be aware that while they preach the supremacy of the state, declare its omnipotence over individual man, and predict its eventual domination of all peoples on the earth, they are the focus of evil in the modern world.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
America will find you, and we will bring you to justice.
We came, we saw, he died.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is June 6th, 2023. The sun is shining just enough today to maybe get me to go outside for a breath of fresh air. Most likely not going to do it though. There are three things that I miss about America: sweet tea, buttermilk biscuits, and customer service. Not in any specific order, but the biscuits are probably up top. But customer service is a very important thing that I truly, truly miss. And a small encounter yesterday got me thinking about why it's such an important part of your day to day. In Europe, it is the fashion for customer service workers to not give a fuck. It seems that the more they don't give a fuck, or the least amount of fucks they give, the higher their pay, the better they think they're doing their job. If you walk in and you try to order something, or you go somewhere to buy something, it seems to be in their job description to stare at you blankly like a robot in sleep mode, and then to just shrug their shoulders and say, I don't know. I have no clue what you're talking about. That item that we sell here, I have no idea what that is. Yep. It just seems like it's a game they play almost. And I despise it. I despise it. Because back home, where I'm from in America, if you walked into a store and you asked for a specific item, even an item that they don't carry in the store, they probably don't even sell it. You might walk into a hardware store looking for a video game. That person that you ask, they are going to go to the ends of the world to try to help you find that video game. They will walk you next door to the Walmart and show you the aisle where they keep the video games. They will clock out of the Home Depot, walk you next door, hand in hand, skipping over the little gravel islands in the middle of the parking lot. And they will walk you through the front door of McDonald's, buy you an ice cream at the McDonald's, take you to the video game aisle, help you pick out. They'll probably convince you not to get the video game that you were wanting and to get one that's even better. That's how great the customer service is back home. Here, you walk into a fucking copy shop, a printing shop, and you say, hey, I'd like to get 200 copies of this image. They look at you like you're an idiot. Like, why would you come to the printing shop to get 200 copies of an image printed? That's what happened to me yesterday. I walked into a printing shop, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. So now it's been stuck in my head for like going on 24 hours, and I've burnt that coffee shop in my mind. I'll never go copy shop. So I've burnt it. Never go back there. But I walk in. I say, hey, I'm interested in getting 200 copies of this image printed. And the guy looks at me. He says, well, what do you want? Okay, well, slower this time. Well, I would like 200 copies of an image that I have on a USB. I would like it printed. Well, how do you want it printed? Well, like the image. That's how I would like it printed. Like the image. I would like the image printed exactly as it is, 200 more times. Well, what do you want it printed on? on paper. Okay, I want it printed on paper. And the questions, they got dumber and dumber from my point of view, to the point where I was just like, what? And he was like, well, I need to know exactly how you want it. I was like, well, that's what I'm asking. Like, what? How? It just turned into a back and forth between me and a robot in sleep mode. It was like one of those paradox machines that just repeats back to you exactly what you're saying. So after a moment, usually I'm the type, I'll be a smart ass and then I'll make my way out. This time, literally just looked at him and said, okay, thank you for your help. I will just go somewhere else. And I turned around and walked right out. Now again, if I was back home in America, not only would that Home Depot worker, because for some reason I'm walking into a Home Depot to get my printing needs met, but not only would that Home Depot worker give me the buttermilk biscuits out of their lunchbox, but they would take me wherever I need to go to get those prints made. It's a whole different concept here. And I know some people in America, they don't like this idea that like the customer is always right. It does enable a certain class of citizenry, otherwise known as Karens, to grow and develop. And nobody likes those type of people who think that they can just walk in somewhere and get whatever they want. Nobody likes that. But there has to be some middle ground where if you're going in to give a business your money to purchase a product from a business, they have to be able to facilitate that in a respectful, timely, and sometimes hopefully enjoyable manner. Here, though, it's the other way around. It's the business. You're inconveniencing the business by going in to purchase a product. You should be happy that the business is there to supply you with their good. So the mentality here is a customer comes in, yes, we are here. Why, thank you. Yeah, yes, we are here for you. Hopefully, you know that it's a whole different, such a dirty mindset. And the sad part is it's a very capitalistic mindset where the business thinks, okay, we are here doing a service to these people, instead of thinking, oh no, the customer is doing a service for us by keeping us in business. Now, granted, my 200 copies of my picture are not going to put that print shop out of business anytime soon. But if they keep acting like that, well, I don't have faith that they're going to stick around any longer. So that is what it is. And it reminded me of recently. This is why I had to compare it, because it reminded me of recently. I was in Texas working a few months ago, and I was staying at this hotel, and my wife had sent me a package, a bit of a emotional care package, if you will, overseas to the hotel. And I found out that it wasn't going to arrive. So there's this sweet old black lady named Burnett who worked at the office of this hotel. Now, this woman reminded me of one of my favorite people in life, the grandmother of my best friend. She was just so sweet, made me feel like, even though I was in a strange place, didn't know anybody, she made me feel like I was at home, next door, sitting on the porch. That's how nice this woman was. And I told her, I said, okay, my wife has sent me a care package, but I don't think it's going to come before I leave the hotel. She said, okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to, when the package gets here, you leave me your information for the next hotel you're going to, and I'm going to get it, and I'm going to forward it to the next hotel, and I'm going to tell them, here, this is from, because it was all the same chain of hotels, just in different cities. So, oh my God, thank you, Burnett. That is so sweet. Literally, I was like, I got to do something for you. No, don't worry about it. Just leave me $1 to pay for the postage. Okay, fine. Went out that night, bought this woman a bouquet of roses and a bottle of red wine. Okay, this woman's like 65 years old, something. I don't know. She's old, but She loved it. She was, thank you. So I leave this hotel. I get to the next hotel. I'm staying in this hotel for like 2 weeks. The package still, it's been over a month so far. Package still hasn't arrived. She calls me on my phone one day. I have no idea who it is. She calls me. She's like, is this you? And I was like, yeah, it's me. She was like, well, this is Burnett. The package is still not here. I don't know. I've been looking for it every day. At this point, even I had forgotten about the package. But she tells me, I forgot about it. Or I forgot about it. She was like, I've been looking every day. Still hasn't come. So I'm like, all right, well, if it comes, please send it to me. So at this point, a few more days goes by. I'm leaving the second hotel, and I'm going to a third hotel in a different city, right? And I get a phone call one day, and it's Miss Burnett. She says, hey, it's Miss Burnett. Your package came. It finally arrived. And she was like, I had to open it because I didn't know exactly who it was for because we didn't have anybody in our system by your name, so I had to open it. But as soon as I saw what was in it, I knew it was yours. Oh, my God, thank you. She was like, what hotel are you staying at? I was like, well, I'm staying at this other one, but I'm leaving in like 2 days. So I don't know if you got time to forward it to me. She says, don't worry, honey, I got you. I got it. This woman went out of her own pocket, paid something like $25 to overnight it to my hotel. So I had it there. She called it like, I don't know, 3 in the afternoon on one day. I had it in my hands from the hotel clerk at like 9 in the morning the next day. She went and paid out of her own pocket to send me my package. I was so happy. It reminded me of just why America is so good, why America is great. Because this is a woman I didn't know. She didn't know me. We never met. We're never going to meet again. All she knew was that she was nice, I was nice. We were trying to solve a little problem together, and we figured it out, and she took care of me. And that was the greatest thing ever. I was so happy about that. And it just made me reappreciate the true meaning of when people refer to Southern hospitality. That's what they're talking about. That's that camaraderie that everybody has in the South. Now, that may not go 24/7. It may not even be always between the same two people. But when it does pop up, it's like a little spark in the universe that reminds you, you're in the South. You're home. That's where you're at. That would never happen over here. Maybe that'll happen in some small village off in Italy somewhere between little Giuseppe, who ordered a PlayStation game and it came to the local post office, and there's like the old man in there that's known little Giuseppe his whole life. Maybe he might go out of his way to help little Giuseppe get his video game. Maybe. And I'm only using the Italian example because I think maybe like the Italians, the Spaniards, they might be a bit more, neighborly, caring about one another's problems. You try to pull that shit in Germany or Netherlands or Belgium? No, never gonna happen. I've had packages delivered to my house here where I've had to go. I go to the pickup place, the post office, or not even a post office. They drop the packages at like some random tobacco outlet here. It's insane. But I'll go with my phone, show them, hey, I'm here to pick up my package. My name, my address. And they're like, no, we don't have it. And I'm like, well, it says here that it's at this place, at this pickup point. It says here, right here. It's been here since yesterday. And they'll just sit there and stare at you and be like, we don't have it. And I'll just be like, well, can you maybe go look? Like, I see you have a whole like shelf over there of packages. Can you look? No, I can't look because we don't have it. This has happened multiple times, and I'll have to be like, well, I can see because like I know what I ordered, and I see a box there of that thing. Can you just look at it real quick and see if it maybe says my name and my address on it? Because usually that means it's going to be mine. No. So it's gotten so bad sometimes where like I'll sit there and have to, throw around a few cuss words that this guy ain't used to, you know what I'm saying? Just throw him some of that good old Southern slang, and it just kind of blows their mind. But anyway, I'll have to leave and get my wife to go pick it up because she's a bit more diplomatic about things. She'll walk in, okay, we have this, and then she'll get it. It sucks it sucks. But it's just this whole concept of that here, there's no value in just being polite for the sake of being polite. It's like people think if you're polite, you're weak or something, which is ignorant, but whatever. And there's just no value of caring for the service you're providing. No one cares about any service that they provide. It's quite infuriating most of the time. And then don't even get me started on, and what really blows my mind about the whole not having customer service, you'll go into like a McDonald's or a Burger King or a Taco Bell or a Domino's or something. Now, goddamn it, a McDonald's is that is sovereign American soil, okay? If I walk into a McDonald's, I should be able to pull out my passport right there and go to the front of the line. That is American land. That's like walking into the embassy, all right? You cannot run a McDonald's, make those fine American burgers, those salty, crispy American fries. You cannot make those and then serve it with a side of bitch-ass European attitude. It's not possible. It should be illegal. McDonald's should do something about it, actually. They should come over here and just like whip them all into order. Be like, hey, this ain't how you do it. We got an image to uphold. Ronald would be very upset if he saw how you were treating your customers. But you'll walk in there and they will, they act like they'll throw the burger at you. They will throw the sandwich at you and then tell you in some weird language to get the fuck out. Or they'll look at you really dirty. It's a bit of an issue, and I don't know who I need to write, but I'm gonna write somebody about it. But so as you can see, I'm a bit worked up about this fellow yesterday at the print shop. He's got me all pissed off. He's got me pissed off at things that aren't even or barely tangibly related to this. But now it's got me spiraling into being angry at all customer service people because they just, Anyways, that was my rant for today. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.